Ann from Game Like a Mother. Today I'm going to show you how to play Snowball Showdown. It's ages 6 and up, 3 to 6 players, and it takes about 15 minutes. Let me show you how to play. The goal of the game is to be the last person remaining. You stay in the game until you have 3 of these hit cards. That means you've been hit by a snowball 3 times and you are out. We have a 4-player game set up here. Each player has 4 cards, and normally this would be face down. Nobody gets to know what cards you have, but for the sake of this video, I have everybody's cards out so you can see. The youngest player gets to go first, so they get to have the thrower token in front of them. And all you do on your turn, every time it's your turn, you have to have a snowball in your hand. So all of these cards, the standard cards, are snowballs. There are a few buddy cards, which are very powerful and very good to have. And but even if you have those, you have to start with a snowball card. And what you choose to do on your turn is you're going to throw a snowball at somebody. You can choose just 1 card, or you can choose multiple cards, but they have to be the same color. And so we'll say this person feels pretty good about their 3, and they're going to keep these. It's helpful to not just play all of your cards all at once. And they're going to pick one of the other players to throw the snowball at. So you say, I pick you, and the person who is being, who is the defender, now gets to roll this die, which is really cool, big die, and a lot of different things can happen on it. First of all, you can roll, there's a Buddy the Elf that can be rolled, and you have it oriented towards you, and so there can be a buddy that reflects it back to the person who just threw it at you, which they don't get to defend from their own snowball. They would just take a hit and the round would be over. Or they have a buddy that moves it 1 spot over to here, and so then this person would have to roll the die and defend. So you keep on, you roll until you get something that's not buddy. And we'll say it went over to this person. And now they roll, and all these blue sides that have little cards on them, if you roll a 1 or 2 cards, we'll say they draw, they have 2 cards, you get to draw from just the scattered draw pile in the middle, which is kind of like grabbing snow to make a snowball, right? So it's very thematic. And ooh, they got another, these are really good cards, so they're doing okay. And they got another, wow, this is the luckiest person. So now, at this point, it is their turn to react. They can either, there are 3 different things that can happen. They can play a buddy card, which is pretty great since they have that, or they can counter. They would have to have the same number or higher in order to counter, and they don't have that. They have 1 wild card that could be any color, but to counter, you either have to have the same amount of that color or more. So that's not an option for them. They can take a hit. They can choose to do nothing and take a hit card. Well, you don't want to do that if you can help it. So they're going to go ahead and they're going to play their buddy card. And depending on how the game is playing out, sometimes you don't want to just hit the player that got you. Sometimes you do want to dodge and have the card, the die go on to somebody else again. But we'll say they just chose to hit. So this player has a hit card. These cards are discarded, and then it's the next player's turn, and they just do the same thing. So I'm going to show what happens if you do have, they play their 1, and they say they're going to attack this person. And this person rolls, and they get a single card. They put the card in front of them. Ooh, they also got a buddy. But happily for them, they can not only match the card, they can beat it, which is a hit for this person. So if you're able to play the same number, then it's just discard, nothing happens. If you're able to play higher, then this person gets the hit card. So keep on going. The only thing to know is when it gets down to just, if somebody gets knocked out, they're still not completely out of play. When they're, on their turn, they get to draw 1 snowball card and give it to a player who is not knocked out. So even if these 2 players are eliminated, when it comes around when it would be their turn, they get to draw a card and give it to somebody. So that's nice. They're still engaged in the game. And then also, if there's just 2 players left, A dodge would simply stop any thrown snowballs and ends the turn is all. Nobody gets hit then. So that's it. Keep on going. It's really quick, and so keep on going until somebody gets 3 hits, and then just set it up and play it again, because it's the type of game you're going to want to play over and over. So that's how to play Snowball Showdown. The target demographic for this game is elf fans and also parents who want their children to have the joy of a snowball fight without actually throwing anything. I cannot say just how happy I was when I opened this up and we played it for the first time, and I realized that it was exciting and fun, but nobody actually had to throw anything for the snowball fight we were having. The rule complexity is medium compared to some of the other Funko stocking stuffer games. It just seems like we just have the rules open the first time we play each year, and it's all pretty intuitive and quick and easy to understand. Okay, if mine's high or if mine's low or if mine's the same, what happens? There's just a little bit more going on, so you just need to check on that. But it's not anything hard. A 6-year-old can 100% handle all of the strategy and everything that's going on in this game. How competitive is this game? It's medium. It's a snowball fight. You're trying to get each other. But what I loved about this is it's sometimes good. It's helpful to you if people are targeting you and attacking you, because then you get them. So it's not like in other kind of more attack-based games where, oh no, everybody's ganging up on me. It's sometimes good and to your benefit to have people playing cards on you in this game. And even though everybody desperately wanted to win in my house whenever we played this game, it seemed like it was fast enough that we would just play another game, and it wasn't negative necessarily when people were throwing a snowball at you. You had options, so there weren't the amount of hurt feelings that I expected from a game that has this kind of theme. The replay value is medium just because it's a very seasonal game. This is the kind of game that you get out every year and you just play for the month of December, or this is the type of game that you open on Christmas Day and you can play right away, and you played a bunch for the next week or so and then you put it away. You can get it out in the middle of the July if you really want to, but it seems like mostly it's a winter play kind of game. Similar games, if you like this one, Funko has another great elf-themed game called Elf Journey from the North Pole, which is a hoot. And if your child gets this game and is disappointed because they actually want to throw things, you can get them Throw Burrito is an awesome sort of speed game where you get to throw little squishy burritos at each other, and it is very popular and very fun. But we have loved Snowball Showdown, and you should check it out. Thanks, and see you next time from Game Like a Mother.